Listen, the reason why this thing is the way it is because we are not intuitive when it comes to being economists. We're not intuitive economists. In fact, we will make huge mistakes when it comes to this. And people take advantage of the fact that we're not intuitive economists. This is why we give you a book, a P.I.L.L method, a better way to eliminate debt. Maps out for you the tools you need to eliminate debt. Okay? It tells you what the tools are and it tells you why you need them. You come to the P.I.L.L method to learn how to use these tools to save you hundreds of thousands of dollars in interest. Okay? That's what we're talking about. So get the book today. Go to Amazon today and get this book and then share it with your children. If you have small children in the house, start teaching them these principles now, because I guarantee you, no matter where they go for college, where they go for university, no matter what they choose to do in life, they are not going to get this information, and they'll end up spending way more on interest also. Teach your children. If your children are grown, get them the book for a present. Tell them to read it so that they can stop paying all that interest, so they can get out of debt in 7 to 9 years and stop paying all of this. So folks, here's what we need by we're not intuitive economists. I read a book, all right, and it's called Predictably Irrational. And I'm putting that on the screen right now. So let's pull that up. We're putting it back on the screen. Predictably Irrational. This is a branch of science, okay, and economics. It's called behavioral economics. It's putting the science of psychology and economics together, and how we as human beings are not intuitive economists. We don't come to this information to do the right thing naturally. Naturally, we do the wrong thing and make wrong decisions that cost us money. Naturally. And this book points it out. And there are several books out there on behavioral economics. Okay? This is one that you want. Predictably Irrational. All right? So let me go ahead and put something else up here. My goodness, some of the other books that I've read. Okay. Now, this one, Thinking Fast and Slow. Thinking Fast and Slow talks about when it comes to money, thinking fast is the easy way of understanding money. Thinking fast, the fast thinker is a lazy way of doing it. Give us 1, 2, 3, give us something easy. Give us something like the debt snowball. That's what fast thinking does. Slow thinking takes more time, is more deliberate. And when it comes to money, we don't like, as human beings, we don't like going down that path. And so when we start to ask good questions like, if the bank is offering me a deal so they can lose money, why would they do that? So we're not asking those questions. We take the deal because it's easy, because it's fast. We don't even bother to ask the question. It's the same thing when we refinance. If they're offering us a lower interest rate, and even your own bank, why would you even do that? Why would you even entertain an idea that your own bank has you locked in at a higher interest rate and your own bank offers you a lower interest rate? And that's a deal, and you take it. What's in it for them? They just made it harder for you to pay off the loan. That's what's in it for them. All right. So there's a whole ton of books on behavioral economics. This one I've read, Nudge. I've read that one. That's a good one. So look it up, folks, to find out why is it that we make such poor decisions when it comes to money and we think we're doing the right thing. Do you know why? Because people who are in this business study psychology, and they take advantage of the fact that human beings, when it comes to being economists, that we are predictably irrational, and they take advantage of that because they can predict what most of us will do when it comes to money so that they can make more money. So they give it to us in a way that they can make more money. What if you could predict which one is going to be the winner? Oh man, you'd clean up. And so they use this information. Their psychologists can predict what we will do, thinking we're putting ourselves in a better position, which actually helps them to make more money. So you need to read more about behavioral economics if you want to understand what is the truth about this situation versus the lie. We don't automatically know what to do when it comes to money. And everything that you've been taught about it is actually backwards. So that's another thing to help us to understand the truth versus the lie. All right. So real estate investors are making great money when they're in this, but they're leaving millions of dollars on the table. Millions of dollars on the table. Okay. So let me give you an example of that. Let me pull this back. How real estate investors are leaving millions of dollars on the table. Here's one example. Okay. Then we can have, let me see here. This is a commercial loan, folks. So we have $5,600 payment on a commercial building. The mortgage is $957,000. And look what's happening here. The amount of principal and the amount of interest. Okay. So real estate investors, look at this. In 1 year, this property is cash flowing like crazy, making money on it. But out of all the money that has been given them, almost $20,000 went to principal, $47,000, almost $48,000 went to interest. Okay. So we're looking at about $67,000. $67,000 went out. So if they made this payment on this mortgage, they just gave the bank $67,000 of the money their tenants, the tenants gave this money to the landlord, to the one who owns the property. Okay. The tenants gave them over $67,000. And out of that money, this much money, $19,751 went to principal. Folks, if somebody gave you $67,000, why would you be happy about the fact that you had to give up $47,000 of it? If somebody gave me that much money, why would I be happy about the fact that, yeah, they gave me the money, I gave away $47,000 of it, but I get to keep $19,000 and I'm happy? Why would I be happy? We're taught to be happy. Remember when I told you that we're predictably irrational when it comes to money and somebody takes advantage of that? Folks, we're talking about the truth versus the lie today.
But Don has some valuable information that can contribute to the quality of a person's life. And it only costs you a few dollars. It's his book. Why not get that?
I'm going to go through the P.I.L.L method myself with some of my investment properties. So I'm going to link up with Don, and then I'm going to sit down with him, show him my investment portfolio, and see how I can eliminate interest.